A lot of people in America with legitimate grievances. Why are we paying so much attention to people who aren't even allowed to be here in the first place, who aren't citizens? I'm totally confused.
I don't get it either, Tucker. I mean, you're right about these laws not being enforced. There was a song in the 60s, I fought the law and the law won.
Yes.
But it was done by Bobby Fuller IV. I think Bobby Fuller was an American because the illegal aliens always seem. We had a case here in Massachusetts. The court system basically shopped for an illegal alien that they were going to make into a precedent, a poster boy for defying ICE, defying the federal authorities. So they found this guy. He was a Cambodian. He got cut loose on another technicality. But they said this young man, this illegal from Cambodia, can't be held for deportation by federal authorities. So they cut him loose. Well, guess what, Tucker? About a month after they cut him loose, this nice young man, illegal alien, career criminal from Cambodia, he's arrested again. He is charged with hitting an old lady in a wheelchair over the head and stealing $2,000 cash from her. And when the cops grabbed him, he said, well, I'm a junkie. I'm detoxing. I needed the money. And this was 6 months after a case you may have heard of before. They had a violent bank robber, an African, and he had done 2 bank robberies in downtown Boston. His public defender said, well, you know, if you throw the book at this guy, he's going to be deported. So they gave him a wrist slap sentence, 2 bank robberies, 9 months. And you could imagine what an American would have gotten. He does the time. He ends up doing 7 months. He gets out, and he almost immediately slits the throats, murders 2 anesthesiologists in South Boston. And by the way, Tucker, they happen to be legal immigrants themselves. I mean,
so really quickly, I guess what confuses me is I'm not arguing that only immigrants commit crime. Americans commit crime, too. But when immigrants commit crime, the ruling class falls all over itself trying to pretend it didn't happen and makes excuses for it. Why is that? Where does that impulse come from?
I think it's just guilt, Tucker. Yeah. I think this goes back. This is the way it goes all the way back. Reform Act of 1965 with Ted Kennedy, and somehow we had to I don't know, expunge our guilt. I don't feel any guilt. You know, people are you know, coming over here, and they have more rights as they arrive than American citizens do.
I don't understand it. It's such a great country. Why do the people who run it hate it so much and hate the people who live here so much? It's perverse. Howie, thank you as always for coming on.